These are some of the most controversial drinks we've seen.
Cheers. There it is.
There it is.
In 2019, Nick Griffin drank a cocktail containing his toe.
All right, Nick. All right.
Yep, you heard that correctly.
Yeah, it was fine. It's one of those things that I think it sounds a lot worse than it actually is. Yeah, I was racing in a race called the Yukon Arctic Ultra. It's an ultra marathon here in the Yukon in the dead of winter. And 2018, the weather at the time of the race was beyond cold. It got down below -44, and I ended up with frostbite. And fortunately, the frostbite I ended up on my foot was severe.
The frostbite was so severe that he had to have 3 toes amputated when he got back to England.
And I just asked the surgeon if I could have them, and he said to me, well, what do you want them for?
Nick had a plan. He mailed his former digits to the Downtown Hotel in Canada, the one and only place that serves the sour toe cocktail, which consists of a shot of whiskey and a dismembered toe. Important note, you don't actually ingest the toe. It just needs to touch your lips.
But your lips must touch this gnarly toe. Just your lips. No teeth, no tongue, no tonsils.
The sour toe tradition dates back to 1973. Someone reportedly found an old toe preserved in a bottle of moonshine.
Maybe they drank a little too much of that moonshine, but they came up with the idea of sour toe, which is a play on the word sourdough. Sourdough is somebody who survived the Yukon River and has some street cred, so it's a bit of a pun.
Nick got a hero's welcome when he went back to Canada to have his sour toe.
I'm just your average bloke. I'm nothing special, but then everyone's coming up asking if they can have a photo with you. Can you sign this for me? So you're like a,
rock star.
It's like being a rock star for 10 minutes.
In 2021, this Starbucks drink drove baristas crazy. Look at the recipe for the Edward, named after the guy who ordered it. 5 bananas, caramel drizzle, whipped cream, 7 pumps dark caramel sauce, 1 pump honey blend, heavy cream. Whew, it goes on and on. 13 ingredients in all. Josie Morales was working at the Starbucks when he got the order and could not believe it. He posted the recipe on social media and wrote, "On today's episode of why I want to quit my job." The recipe quickly went viral. Suddenly, across the USA, obnoxious customers everywhere ordered the Edward. Josie ended up being fired for violating the company's social media policy. But did he regret doing it?
No, because I feel like it brought some light upon like how crazy, orders can be.
This guy here, named Edward, started the craze.
So I don't consider myself a jerk, especially if you tip well. So, $5 tip, I feel like that's probably almost 30%.
The ex-barista and Edward even met.
This is Josie.
How you doing?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Nice to meet you, man.
And they let bygones be bygones. It was a viral trend in June of 2022 called Healthy Coke.
It looks like a Coke.
TikTok was full of people drinking sparkling water with a splash of balsamic vinegar over ice.
It's a healthy alternative to a Coke. Now you're gonna mix it together.
TikToker Amanda Jones started the craze when she said her Pilates instructor recommended the concoction as a healthier option to real Coke.
It tastes just like a Coke.
It does look like a Coke.
It's really good.
Taste tests were mixed.
It's actually pretty good.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ooh, that's not for me. I don't think it tastes very good.
But the American Dental Association warned that frequent consumption of the concoction could cause tooth erosion.
I would not recommend doing this on a regular basis.
This dentist said the so-called healthy Coke could do more damage to your teeth than regular sugary soda.
Having both balsamic vinegar, which is highly acidic, and having a soda water is also acidic, having 2 different ingredients that are very acidic is not great for your teeth.
In 2019, the most disastrous soft drink in history made a comeback thanks to the hit Netflix show Stranger Things. The show was set in the year 1985. That's the same year New Coke debuted. So producers thought it only made sense for the stars of Stranger Things to be drinking New Coke. New Coke was considered one of the greatest blunders in business ever.
When New Coke was launched in 1985, it was not received well by the public at all. In fact, it was a big mishit by Coca-Cola.
New Coke was sweeter than the original flavor and consumers revolted. It lasted 79 days before the company announced it was going back to the original formula. 500,000 cans of new Coke were distributed, and when they were gone, and not missed. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.